Yes, y'all know what it is, man. It's Friday. Yes, TGIF, man. And Ern and Iso is at it again with the Let's Talk. These are certain topics that we might not talk about annually, you know what I'm saying, or episode, each episode, but we get going to give it to y'all now. Now, well, as we get into this Let's Talk, I'm going to start this off with, things that make you go, Now, since this is going to be a hip-hop Let's Talk, we're going to try to, diversify. It might not all be hip-hop, might be, might not be. In Mr. Cheek's song, Renee, Mr. Cheek said, I had to ask her what she went to school for. He said, Shorty, is a lawyer. In other words, Shorty studies law. What did you think that we thought a lawyer studied, Mr. Cheeks? You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Shout out to him, man. We got to get that Renee part 2 out because the to be continued to that. We still waiting for it. But you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going, and keep moving strong. As you know, we spoke about this joint off the mic. Kendrick Lamar concert went crazy. Everybody named mom up there performing. I think I double clicked the video to see if you was up on stage. So many motherfuckers was on stage. You know what I'm saying? Now, I asked you this question off the mic, but I'm gonna ask you back while we on it now. If you Drake, did you look at that like these motherfuckers don't fuck with me too, or do you just understand that that's the moment of hip hop and you just ride with it like that?
If I'm Drake, I'm thinking about it, because he's human, so he probably sitting around, okay, this joint right here put him over the top.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? And then, with this the momentum of this song kind of like had clear him the winner. Just because he was like Kendrick Lamar won don't mean Drake lost, because Drake is still Drake.
True.
So he probably looking at that like people are in a moment, but at the same time, don't be later on this summer, what's going on, big dog? Right. To some of them people now some of them people that I understand that they're from, a lot of people are from the West and all that, on the West Coast or whatever, all that. So they enjoying themselves, enjoying their moment, and just having that pride of representing where you're from.
True.
But if it's industry people or people that like, I done shook your hand a million times and all that.
Right.
Do I might look at them like, all right, you kind of like chose sides. I feel like you kind of chose sides, so I may not be as receptive to you or something like that as I might once was. But who knows, man? Like you said, Drake already, he kind of already moving like he over and done. Now he over and done with it. And people saying that, that put Kendrick Lamar over the top, and that kind of like declared him the winner of this battle. Well, it's cool, man. Life go on. Like you said, Drake is still Drake.
True. I agree with you on that.
100%. This not going to change nothing.
True. I agree with you on that 100%.
Him losing this battle don't change who he is.
If you look at it like that, I agree with you. Because you're going to have Drake fans that still believe that he didn't lose the battle.
And that's cool, because they Drake fans.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why I agree with you.
So if everybody else, so if a lot of other people in the hip-hop community that feel like he lost the battle, Drake fans feel like he didn't lose the battle. I know Drake fans that don't care. They listen to his music. They don't care about battling and all that. They don't care.
Right. I agree with you.
So, like I said, this is not stopping nothing. It's not. It's a moment of hip hop. Kendrick Lamar came out and did his thing, which everybody was. Think about that. Remember when we first started talking about this, and he said he will lose. He's taking too long to respond.
Right.
Remember we sat here and said, you don't know what he got cooking up.
True.
And now look at us.
Right.
But think about how that transition. Man, he gonna mess around automatically lose because he taking too long.
But that's how people are with the content.
Like, you gotta be in the moment. Then what we say? You gotta give it time. We said that. Yeah. You gotta give it time. You don't know what he's cooking up.
I can show you. I can show you comments where people be like, "Y'all should do a weekly show. Every day of the week." I'm like, "Damn, that's a lot." But people like the content. People they consume the content so fast. They just like, "All right, we need more." You know what I mean? So when Drake did it, it was like They need more. They need more. You know what I'm saying? So they be like, yo, y'all should do like a show every day. A show every day will be crazy. And right now, like our schedules are so hectic that
I mean, the way we kind of get it lined up, if things go, if things toward the end of this, going on forward towards the end of this year, we might be able to get it to maybe like 5 or 6 days a week. We might.
I feel you.
Because you figure because I was already thinking about this. If we drop 2 times, then I drop 2, and I drop twice.
Right, that's 4.
And maybe 2 or 3 times, depending on what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I decided that I'm gonna do a call-in show. Now, especially now that I know that you can go live on Patreon.
Right.
I was already gonna do the call-in show, but it was just gonna be you just gotta call in, and then like maybe like the next week or something like that, or later on that week the episode will drop and you hear yourself on there. Right. No, now I know that you can go live on Patreon. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. I'm doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was already gonna do it,
I feel you.
but it was just gonna be you just want to be able to do it, see it in real time. Now you talking on the phone with me in real time. Now I can go live on Patreon. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the death blow right there. That's the kill shot for everybody. So everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so we're most definitely gonna be doing that. If I can get that to 2 or 3 times and say I can get it done, something done, expansion team with my brother, or expansion team could just be him doing episodes by himself. It don't gotta be me and him. Right. It could be him by himself. It could be me by myself. Shoot, it could be you.
Right. I feel
expansion, you know what I'm saying? Expansion team. We just on the expansion team. And if I get, when Ebony come home, kind of get her back acclimated to where she might want to start doing her own episodes.
Right.
Yeah, we might be able to get it till we might be able to drop every day of the week.
I feel you.
That's feasible. Yeah. It may not just be me and you drop every single day of the week.
I feel you.
Us 2 sitting in here, but we can get it. They get some content from us every day of the week. Yeah. That is possible. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, it is. People, man, the way they consume content, yo, it's
because
wow.
Yeah.
Shoot, I know.
Yeah, because that's the way of the world now. Yeah,
they only got cable. They got a couple streaming apps, and they got like YouTube TV and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like, yeah, it is. You're right. It's the way of the world right now. It is.
Yeah, that is feasible. That we might be able to get it to where something drops from us, one of us or somebody. You know what I'm saying, within what we do every day of the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not impossible.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? That could seriously be done.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? We could possibly get it to that.
Yeah. And you only talking about, we still in the infancy stage of it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, what we doing. You know what I mean? Moving forward, like you already implemented, you know what I'm saying, LB. So, you know what I mean? Moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Like he tapped into a younger hip hop audience that we ain't tapped into. So that could be, you know what I mean? You know, you can always, so I agree with you. We definitely can. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. To me, the Kendrick Lamar, concert, just like a moment in time. I don't know if I would have been somebody that jumped up on that stage.
Jump on the stage if you're not from there. I understand the people that are from there, from the West Coast and from there, are guys that are like from like Compton and stuff like that, from LA. Like I get the people from being West Coast just having their moment and being proud. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might not be up there because you're not from there.
Yeah, but even if it was like a Philly, like we take it back to like, you know what I mean, the joint where Beans did the joint to Kiss and he in Philly. I don't think I'm gonna run up on the stage like, yeah, get at him, dog. Yeah, I'm just not gonna.
Yeah, but that moment was set up for that as like a celebration.
Okay, okay, you're right. You're
not
right.
like
you're right.
Being,
that was
well, I'm
different.
like I'm going in. No,
that was something different.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. That was set up to be that.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Kiss. We still love Kiss in Philly because they booed the shit out my man when he started going on Beans. That just show you the love that we got.
Yeah, but that was a moment because as soon as the moment passed, people didn't stop loving Kiss.
True, you're right. We definitely.
It was just a moment then.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong to do this right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't. We didn't hate Kiss because we went right back to loving him.
Exactly.
That was just a misstep to do that.
Yeah.
We can't let you do that. We love you, but you can't do that.
Right.
Just like this, I'm pretty sure the same thing would have happened if Beans would have went to where Kiss is from.
Right. I
and
agree.
did that.
I agree.
It'd have been the same thing.
I agree.
Yeah, no, we love you. You just can't do that, though. Can't let you do that.
Yeah.
That's all. So,
yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? In other news, man, my man Jermaine Dupri, he said something that...
No, that just like, hold on.
Go ahead.
Just like that video of when Pusha was performing in Toronto. Yeah, you can come up here and perform. We came to see you, but you're not going to just diss Drake.
I got you.
People got mad at him and was throwing stuff on stage, but he went to diss Drake.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can come here, perform and all that. We love you, but you can't do that, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which I understand. People started booing him when he started going in on Drake, doing the songs where he dissing Drake.
Right.
No, you can come and perform and all of that. You just can't do that. We love you, but you can't do that.
I would attempt that shit though. If I went at a motherfucker and just like a heat check, just to see like this gonna be the last drink before I leave and shit, just to feel the temperature of the room. Like, do they rock with him or are they gonna? You know what I'm saying? I would do some shit like that too. Yeah, you know I mean, just to feel, see how it is. You never know. You probably do that shit in somebody's hood, and the hood don't give a fuck. They rock with you. You know what I mean? Didn't Drake do back to back in Philly? Did he perform that shit in Philly?
I have no clue, dog.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he performed that shit in Philly when he came here and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, so certain shit you just like, let me fill the room out, just see how this shit gonna go. For a last song, you ain't gonna start the concert out like that. You done lost the whole fucking room. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, before I even go into this, that's why I bring it up to you. Because Corey Holcomb said something. Corey Holcomb said that this was him addressing other podcasters. By you allowing somebody on your show, if they say something, because Corey Holcomb brought up the podcaster's name, who brought somebody on the show that was talking about him. You bring somebody on the show, and if they talking reckless and you don't stop that person, you condone in that shit. You know what I'm saying? To an extent, I understood what he was saying. But then, to an extent, you still do owe that person that you brought on the show time to tell a story. He was trying to say, like, if you bring somebody on your show and they start talking crazy and you don't stop that person, you feel that same way too. That's why I kind of bring up the Drake situation. I'm like, if you partying on a song that's talking about me, you feel that same way too. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can speak on the Corey Holcomb situation if you wanted to, but like, he had said that because another podcaster brought somebody on the show and they was talking about Corey and he didn't stop him. So now he was like, now the podcaster, I'm cool with him, but I'm not cool with you now until you correct that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't know where a person gonna go. You might bring somebody on the show and they go, I'm pretty sure Shannon Sharp didn't know where Cat Williams was gonna go. You know what I mean? And sometimes you let the shit go where it's gonna go. I let other people come up here and talk freely, so I'm going to stop you. You know what I mean? So, as a podcaster, I understand what he's saying, but then you do owe that person that you bring on the show a chance to speak their piece. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Keeping up with the hip-hop joint, like I said, man, my man JD spoke on Sexy Red's album sales of 28,000. He said, the era I came into music, if you sold 28,000 copies, you didn't get no other chance to walk in the building again. Yeah.
Now, we 100% know he was talking about Sexy Red on it.
Yeah, because she the one who sold 28,000. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I agree with him somewhat. I agree with him and I disagree with him. I disagree with him on the number that he set because his number that he set is from then. You know what I mean? I agree with him because it should be a standard that we have. We can't just celebrate everybody that's coming out with an album just because you dropped the album and we celebrating it. So it has to be a number that we going to say, oh, yo, this is the standard for you making it because we don't understand streaming numbers, but we don't know what that number is. So we can't just say 28,000 because that was your number back in the day that you had. Like you had to go. You know what I mean? People was going 800,000. People was doing this in the first week. That was then. The whole platform changed. There should be a standard, but we don't even know what that standard is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, the first things first. You're back in my era.
Right.
It's not your era anymore.
True.
You see what I'm saying? That's
True.
the thing when you're dealing with the old guard mentality. You're right. It's not back in my era. That's not your era.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Because you saying that it's 28,000 where I'm pretty goddamn sure millions of people are listening to that. I'm pretty sure millions of people are listening to it because they did not have streaming back then.
True.
We have that now. It's a whole new component where that is the main component. This is the thing. That is the new component is the main thing now. That's where people are listening to it the most. And that's where nobody has no clear understanding. So my thing is this. Forget all that, JD. You've been around this game for a long time. Mm-hmm. You probably know everybody, or you know somebody that know everybody, and you've been so entrenched in this game, bruh. Find out what's going on with the streaming. And he one of them people that I'm pretty sure can get to the bottom of that. Mm-hmm. That's what we need to know. All y'all people that been around and y'all been around and y'all was mainstays, know what I'm saying, and y'all was so iconic in this game. Figure out what's going on with that. Figure that out for the culture, right? For the music, for the artists. Figure that out. Cause you saying 28,000, I'm pretty sure she got millions of streams. So how can now the new thing be streaming and don't nobody know nothing about it? And if y'all do know about it, y'all hoarding the knowledge.
Right.
Find that out. If he's Jermaine Dupri, find that out and talk about this many streams is this much and this is this much. So we gotta work on that so we can figure out because it's getting a bunch of streams and where's the money going? I feel like that needs to be the focus. Mm. Because how come the new component of how people consume music is now where they consume it the most at? Right. It's not listening to it on the damn radio no more. It's not watching music videos on TV. It's your damn phone.
Right. You're right.
It's on these damn streaming sites, these apps. That's what need to be the focal point.
Yeah, because
so now you coming down on. So now I don't know if he did that as like a super just direct shot at her, or she just caught a stray at the moment. You know what I'm saying? He just used that to make a point. But bro, figure that out. Isn't that the bigger picture? Figure that out. And what's crazy is the only person, and this is again why I gotta give somebody, I have to give Dame Dash credit. He's the only person that's not still all in the game on an everyday basis like everybody else, but he's the only person that's saying we need to figure that out. He's not even really a part of this game industry no more, but he the main one saying, we gotta figure that out. Right. We gotta figure out how this streaming thing works, and I mean how people would okay, we know this generates money. It generates the most money, but how come we get damn near none of it? Need to figure that out. So how come a person that's not even in it on an everyday basis no more is the main person trying to figure it out for the people? So what's up with the ones that's in it every day? Are y'all trying to figure it out? Right. Isn't that something that y'all would keep saying, we got to get to the bottom of this? Because this is the main way how people consume the music now. So we got to figure out what's going on with this. How does this work? How's the money generated? What's the splits and how everybody get paid? We have to figure that out. Y'all got more important things than trying to send, I guess, down, I don't know, you send it as a stray. She just called it stray, or that was on purpose. I don't know. But if you have the name that you got in that music business, that's what he should be talking about. Constantly talking about. Now I don't know. Now I don't follow him on social media, and I don't keep up with him every day other than when something come across the algorithm. So I don't know if he's been talking about that or what. But I do know people like Dame Dash been talking about that. He's not even in the game every day like that no more. And he the main one saying that we need to figure out how this stuff work. How does all this AdSense stuff work, and how does this stuff break down, and why are you not getting the streaming stuff? He the main one saying that. So the one that ain't even in it every day no more like that is the main one worried about it. And there are people that are in it. I don't hear all of them talking about that. Talk about that. You know what I mean? Get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
So my thing is, y'all don't even know. If y'all don't know, shouldn't y'all know if y'all supposed to be as iconic and as been in the game as y'all, not as long as they have? Shouldn't they be knowing about it? Or if they do know, are you just pretending like you don't know and because you don't want to inform people, you hoarding the knowledge, keeping the knowledge to yourself? It's one or the other. So,
I mean, especially the people that got companies. You got a company, you got a music company, and you should have a breakdown on how I get paid and
he
how
producing,
right.
He's songwriting. So you tell him, so do you know anything, understand the main thing that people need to learn about is streaming. Because everybody saying they don't understand it and it don't make no sense. And they really don't make no money from something that generates so much money.
Right.
So my thing is, if you deep in the business, you don't know nothing about it? Because I've never heard him sit down and explain anything about it. I've never seen that come up on my time. I've never seen it come up on my timeline. I don't know if he did, and I just don't follow him or what. But if you one of the people that's doing all that in the business, producing, you done ran a label, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you still running one. I don't know if you're executive somewhere. So my thing is, if you're doing anything in this music business and you one of the main people that been a part of this culture, our culture for the last 30 years,
right.
Figure that out and let that be known. Now, I mean, if you have not done it, like I said, I don't follow him on social media, so I don't know what he be talking about on a daily basis. I just know whatever pops up on the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. Now, I mean, figure it out and share that knowledge. So either you don't know yourself, even though you in it, if you haven't spoke about it, or you do know and you just not sharing it.
Right.
Because that's what people in the music business need to figure out. That's how the music is being consumed the most now. So the way it's being consumed the most is what people know the least about.
Yeah. I mean, but you can impress some of the people. You give them a couple of pennies, you know what I'm saying, and they supposed to get dollars. Because somebody's making something. Somebody making something off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, ain't somebody making a lot of money off of it.
Hell yeah.
Millions of people paying these sites every month.
Right.
Millions of people are paying these sites every single month. Somebody's making money. It is generating millions of dollars. There are millions of people who are paying for these streaming sites. Right. Millions of people every month pay for streaming sites. There is money being generated. It's not like, let's not act like it's a few pennies here and there being paid. No. Yeah. Millions of people are paying for these streaming sites.
Right. This is why I'm saying that people say podcasting doesn't pay, but somebody's getting paid to podcast. Because if a podcaster can hold somebody's attention for an hour or two, or some podcasts do 3 hours long. If you hold somebody's attention for 3 hours long on a streaming site, you know how many ads you can put within that?
No. This certain section of crap ass motherfuckers ain't getting to the pod because, like you said, they're not keeping up with the counterparts. I'm gonna keep it real. They're not keeping up with the white counterparts. A lot of people, like you said, our problem is here. We talking about it now. Know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Our problem in the space, and when I say space, black people, is they don't know how to. We just talked about it on the last episode as far as a dude that been playing football, basketball, but in the hood their whole life. Then once, know what I mean, them being good at that puts them into a different space.
Right.
And being around people they're not around. Like other black podcasters, for one, they're probably people that don't even listen to other podcasts. And all they do is, like I said, you stay in your circle. You stay stagnant. That's why they stay stagnant.
Right.
Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I'm going to keep it all the way real. Know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not arrogant or nothing like that because I thank y'all for all our success. The reason why our success, we grow and other people stay stagnant is because you can tell they were the people that only stayed around. They only stick around their small little circle of people, other people like them.
Right.
What we do and what we talk about appeals to more people. And other people, some of these people, they don't. That's why they stay stagnant. That's why our numbers grow and theirs don't.
Right.
So now once you get around these other people, like we said, they don't put us with everybody else. They put us with people that you be asking me, yo, whose podcast is this? I never heard of them.
Right.
Because because they white boys.
Right. No, you're right.
Know what I mean? So as we grow, we around podcasts, and then you look and see their numbers. Okay, our numbers is like theirs.
Right.
They doing 7, 8, 900,000, 1 million episode. So now that we do that now, we are around them.
Right. Right.
They doing ads the whole show. They getting paid. So you're just not getting, so some of these people aren't getting paid around other people that aren't getting paid because they're all in the same circle. Like I said, the cool kids table.
Right. I got what you're saying.
Everybody want to be at the cool kids table, but the nerds is the one that got all the information. They the ones getting paid. They the ones prospering.
I got what you're saying. We all share the same audience.
They're corny.
Right.
We're the cool kids.
Right.
Okay, stay cool and stay broke.
Right.
With this. And then everybody's trying to figure out, well, how are we going to make some money? You're not going to make no money if you don't grow.
Right.
You stay stagnant because they stay around each other. Now everybody is like, well, then we got to figure out, well, where the money at? No, the money is in podcasting. Let's be for real. It's just not in black podcasting as much as it is because everybody is y'all staying stagnant.
Yeah, they all got the same audience.
Y'all staying stagnant. Y'all all had the same audience. That's why all y'all numbers are the same.
Right, I agree. Yeah.
Ours are not because I purposely did not want to stick around y'all.
Right, I feel you.
Because I knew we would not grow if we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I did not want to stay, quote unquote, being the barbershop dudes on here with the whole old school mentality.
Right.
Because all you're gonna do is just be another one of them people that don't grow.
Right.
You're a part of the cool kids, the black cool kids table that only want to be around other people like you, and now they all sitting around, we not getting nowhere, and everybody else is doing just great.
Right.
Now, I mean, that's why you see people that always try to send shots and be mad at people like Kai and all of them. Because they the ones, it's like, okay, you know, like sometimes in school where you had to have detention for lunch, and you look at that window and everybody outside running around. Right. That's what black podcasters are. They the ones that sitting around all day inside. They only want to be around each other. You didn't want to go around. You only want to go around these kids because they're not you. They're not the cool kids. They're not street, and they're not this and that. Oh well, and then they want to be mad. Kai and them just run around. I don't get it what it is with them. Yeah. They are free to be themselves.
True.
They collaborate with other people and they talk about other things other than street shit, gangster shit,
right,
club shit. See, some people gonna be like some people worry about being so cool. They so cool you gonna lose. And that's what's happening. They can't figure it out.
Right.
Well, how come these two dudes can sit in the damn house and look at their goddamn numbers? Because we don't have the same mentality as y'all. I do not have listen, we are other age, we're in our 40s. We come from the age of the barbershop, but I do not let that define me. I can think past the whole mentality of having the barbershop mentality. A lot of y'all have a street corner barbershop mentality. And then you got chicks who, that's the type of dudes that they attract. So they're two dudes they'll be friends with. So they stuck right along with them. Yeah. Because some of y'all chicks, I don't know. I look at some of these chicks, I'm like, how they numbers not growing they chicks? Because they want to hang around the type of guys that they was hanging around in high school. These are the type of guys that I want to hang around that I was with in high school. The people out there, so everybody wants to be the cool kids. Like I say, be too cool, you gonna lose. Yeah. So that's all it is.
Yeah, but you said this shit a long time ago.
Trust me, it's money in podcasting. You just don't got the numbers. Yeah, no.
You just happy with the fame.
Because they were the cool. Like I said, that's what made you cool.
Right, right.
They're part of the cool kids when I really ain't really nothing about me.
Right.
I really don't have nothing going on. I'm surface level for real.
Right.
And then now they mad at people that they say are, the nerds, the black nerds, or people like Kai who people love his personality, their personalities, people like that. Their personalities and how they interact with other people. That's entertaining to people. Right. Not sitting here acting like, yeah, I was the man back in the day and I'm too cool for myself and I'm too real to talk about anything other than let's get this money and then talk. Yo, y'all stagnant. Yeah. And people numbers show it. Numbers show it, know what I'm saying? So they can go be the cool kids and sit at the cool kid table and everybody else grow and learn about and prosper from this. So trust me, it's money Trust me, it's money in podcasting because these non-black podcasts that I watch, a lot of them don't. A lot of y'all only hang out around each other, don't listen to podcasts at all, or hang around each other and only listen to each other. That way you only do episodes with each other, all mingling in the same group. Well, them people that only listen to you probably already only listen to them, and then y'all doing that, so how y'all gaining any ground?
Right. That shit.
You staying in your circle. Just like people I used to say, you got to get out of your neighborhood physically and mentally. Yeah. They don't know how. They don't know how to get out of their circle. And they staying stagnant. Then everybody looking like, well, how the hell is they doing so goddamn good? The people are here.
Right.
We live in proof that the people are here because our numbers grow. Yeah. You got people who numbers ain't growing at all. You can't say it ain't no people.
True.
It's people here. Now, I mean, you stay stagnant, your numbers is stagnant.
Right. Now, I agree with you because when you think about it, the same people that complain about the streaming is damn near the same type of people that complain about ain't no money in podcasting. Because other podcasters, you don't hear other podcasters talking about some ain't no money in podcasting. Because they're
growing.
Right.
They're growing. These people are not.
Yeah.
I want you to give me money even though I'm capped out and I really don't have no value.
Right.
I want you to give me money because I was the cool kid.
Yeah.
Well, take your cool ass back out in the street then and get money. That's probably the only way you ever made money in life.
Right.
They cannot figure this out. They cannot figure this out that you being the cool kid doesn't matter. And what you deem as cool does not necessarily translate to online.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? Because to them, you being the street dude and running around and being the dude that go to the club and spent money and pop bottles and all that, this and that made you cool. Here online, somebody's personality makes them cool. How they interact with other people. They all have the same interests as everybody else. Because everybody can't relate to some of these dudes. That's why you got dudes that's sitting around trying to figure it out. Why you can't figure out? Well, you thought being a drug dealer was cool when it's millions of people that cannot connect with you on that because they never did that and they never will. But everybody can connect with Kai.
Yes.
More people can connect with Kai and understand Kai and relate to him than people relate to you. And people's numbers show that. More people can relate to them. That's why you got people that got to go mess with him.
Right.
Because they are capped out. They be thinking like, the people be like, why is he so successful? Because more people can relate to him. Right. More people can relate to those guys. They can relate to people who hang around, have fun, talk about things that's going on in their life, play video games. More people can relate to that. Right. Everybody was not out there selling crack, busting their gun. Can't relate to that. Right. Most people can't relate to that.
Most motherfuckers that talk about that didn't live that life either. You're right. Yeah.
No, they can't relate to that.
Right.
They can relate to somebody that plays video games. You know what I mean? And hangs out with their friends and talk about the everyday things that go on like that. More people can relate to that. So that's why you got the podcasts that grow when we watch the podcast. It's more just people about, like I said, non-black podcasts that talk about everything like everyday life and all this and that. They not on there talking about how gangster they was and what was going on out in the street. Dog, that relates to this many people.
Right.
And the internet is the whole damn world.
And plus, when you think about it, podcasters that look like us all run to that same fucking lane. So all y'all talking about the same shit, or all y'all interviewing the same people. Talking the same people, the same format, and only hanging around each other. Like I said, they at the cool kids table. They too cool to talk about something other than what they deem is that might not be cool. Right. And you can see why they are stagnant. You know what I'm saying? They are stagnant. When you talk about the Bible, like I said, when we started to grow, when they put us in the recommendations on like Apple Podcasts and all this and that, they started putting up some people that I had to look up. Right.
Because I never heard of them. Like, yo, who is these people they got as the recommendations with us? Okay. You start looking at their numbers. they doing 1 million episodes.
Yeah.
Cause so now that we doing those numbers, they put us with them.
Right.
Now I see how they try to. I see how they try to help other podcasts out by saying that putting them with us.
Right.
Now, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
I noticed that too now.
Right.
They try to line us up, even though, we done hit another a level. Whereas, the people that they put us with, I gotta look it up. Like, damn, these people popular as hell, dog. They doing 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 episode. So now that we kind of doing that, they put us with them because it sounds where I'm like, well, who are these people they got us lined up with? Right. I gotta go look them up. Okay, they doing about 1 million episode. Now they feel like, well, they do 1 million episode or 2 million episode. You put them with the people. The other podcasts that do 1 million episode, 2 million episode.
Right.
So of course, if you ain't hitting that, no disrespect, but if you got years in and you ain't, so if you ain't hitting that next level and y'all staying stagnant, staying the same, who's paying for that?
But certain people, you can look at their shit, you can't even tell that they years in though. That's why when we talk off the mic, sometimes like, yeah, you can tell that this shit is like old material that you might have done. You know what I mean? From where you at now. Certain motherfuckers, they the same person that they was from jump to today.
Yeah. Real shit. If you took the dates off that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sound the same.
You the same.
Like I said, some people are stagnant. Some people are very, very stagnant. Their material is very, very stagnant. They are stagnant. They are, like I said, this is not for everybody. People think this shit is easy.
True, you're right.
And some people, like I said, some people are surface level.
Yeah.
It's not really much to y'all. If you took away if you took away they got their expensive ass clothes, it's nothing interesting about you that's gonna keep you on. That's why the numbers ain't growing. True. It's really nothing about you. You know what I mean? It's really nothing interesting about you.
Right.
Your numbers are stagnant because there's nothing interesting about you. It's just not.
Right.
You're not interested enough that people are going to want to. Everybody wants to just gravitate towards you and listen to you and care about your opinion and what you think about things. You're not. And I think that a lot of these people that run around on the street, their success out in the street kind of fooled them, making them think that they will be they are interesting people.
True.
So people's around you because you probably had a pocket full of money and a nice car and you dressed nice and you had jewelry and you went and paid everybody when you went to the club, you bought everybody drinks and you did all that type of stuff. You lived that type of life where you had a pocket full of money. So, but you yourself are not an interesting person.
Right.
And it shows when they get on here and it goes nowhere.
Right.
And it goes nowhere for them because people have to buy into sitting here listening to you. Remember, podcast is the audio.
True.
We got dudes that'll get up here dressed up. We got that, man. We got all that shit on. And your episode's doing nothing. You ain't got no growth, even though everybody know you got a podcast. That's not the interest. But I bet you if you walked into the club, know what I'm saying, everybody be on you because he the one popping bottles and spending money.
Right. Right.
You that dude in that life. You're not. We don't care. Nobody cares about you on the internet because here your personality got to get it here.
True. Yeah.
Out there in the world, your pockets can get it there.
Yeah.
Here, your personality got to get it here.
Yeah.
People like the Tate brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He ain't the only millionaire in the world.
Right.
What sets him apart? His personality. When you listen to the way he talks, the way he is, his personality.
Yeah.
It's plenty of millionaires.
Yeah.
There's plenty of millionaires on the internet. What sets him apart? His personality.
Right.
Why people gravitate towards him. The way that he is, the way that he is.
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's people on here that might have more money than him that can't get the same attention as him.
Right.
They don't have the same personality as him.
Right. No, I agree with you. You wholeheartedly right about that.
Yeah, so that's what it is. A lot of people, they capped out because they capped out mentally. They can't figure. They've been around the same people their whole life. They're in their little circle. They only be around other people that are like them.
Right.
And it shows. The reason our success is that we appeal to a lot of different people.
Right.
And they don't. They don't. They appeal to a niche audience. Some of y'all appeal to a niche audience, and then some of y'all just ain't no good at that. Y'all just throwing money. Y'all just throwing shit at the wall, see if it stick. So y'all it's not gonna stick. This is not for everybody. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. Now I've been telling y'all plenty of times that ever since that Apple podcast has been on the iPhone, people been telling me I needed to do this. So I'm not one of the people that this is just a hustle for me. I just want to get on and see if I can make some money. Cause I can tell the way some of these people talk, that's all it is. I just want to see if I can get in here, get some notoriety, get some money, and then see if we get some money from this.
Yeah.
No, we got to understand that this kind of like was already laid out for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because people been saying that I need to do this years ago. Years ago. Back when people first didn't even know what a podcast was.
Right.
People didn't even know what the hell that was when they looked up, what the hell is this app? What is this?
Right.
Bunch of people sitting around talking. People would tell me I needed to do it then. So that's kind of like the advantage that I had, that people in everyday life that I used to have conversations with told me that I needed to do this. That, yo, you'd be good at that. So now I know, and a lot of some of these people they saying there's nothing in it, it's just not for you.
Right.
For a lot of these people you listening to, I'm like, I can listen to that and be like, yo, they wasting their time.
Yeah.
They are wasting their time, but everybody got to figure that out for themselves. Some people are starting and they're quitting. I'm like, no, you was actually good. You just got to catch on. Some people are wasting their time. Some people are spending money. They got the whole lights, camera, action. Bruh, nah.
That's because you're a little bit of knowledge. You think that you know shit.
Mm-hmm.
You hear you might hear us like, I know hip hop. I can talk hip hop. Then you get out here, you understand, you only know this much.
Yeah.
You only know this much because you only listen to like a couple motherfuckers. You don't really know hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people old school talking to death. That's and them be some of the people that wonder why they podcasts don't grow, because you can't talk about nothing else, and you can't really talk about music in whole. It's people here that can talk about all different type of music. Yeah. People that talk about all different type of hip hop. Yeah. Some of these people don't know nothing but East Coast hip hop. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't like doing. Yeah, I don't need to go on an episode with you because you have an old school barbershop mentality. Right. And I could tell that's why that's why you're not growing. Yeah. But you've been doing this shit 5-6 years and it's not growing at all. Because you're talking about the same damn 2-3 people. Yeah. Every damn episode, because you could tell that's all you listen to. You didn't listen to nothing else. You didn't listen to no other type of music other than hip hop.
For the expansion team joint. Let me on there so we can talk LeBron and Jordan. Everybody talk LeBron and Jordan. Why the fuck would you come on here and talk LeBron and Jordan when that shit got talked about 1,000,000 times over?
Because people might feel like, that understanding, people may listen to me and feel like I have a different, the way I think of some of these things, I might think outside of the box and something like that, or I might bring something different. So that I understand when people be asking me to talk about, people be asking me to talk about stuff, I be thinking like, yo, why do you want me to talk about that if they've been listening to everybody talk about that all day for the last damn week or the last 2 weeks? Oh. But I get that because they feel like, well, he might bring something different than what everybody else is talking about, because sometimes he may say things that I have not thought about, or he just got a different way of seeing things. So that I kind of understand, but I'm like, ain't y'all tired of that? Yo, Kanye did this and y'all ain't talking about what Kanye did. Right. Everybody and their mom talking about what Kanye did, so why would you want us to talk about
That's the shit that make us different, though, because if something happened, motherfuckers rearrange their whole schedule. We know we dropped the episodes on Tuesday, but we had to get this to y'all today because we want to beat everybody else to the gun. Because I know I ain't going to talk about shit that's going to be captivating. Mm-hmm. So I just got to be first. Right. You know what I mean? I got to be first. I'm not going to be informative, but I'm going to be first. Yeah. That's the thing right there, too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I got to get on. I got to strike while the iron's hot, because I may not have nothing to talk about. And there's times where we don't even talk about current events. He might hit y'all with something that don't got nothing to do with what's going on right now.
True. Or just like now, we start talking about current events and we just start going on other shit. Yeah. That's how this shit go. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So we ain't gotta stick to the script because we ain't got nothing to talk about. We can, like I said, our niches, we don't have a niche. Right. That's our niche, that we don't have a niche. I don't gotta stay to this one thing, and that's it, because I'm not gonna sound interesting talking about nothing else. We can't sound interested talking about anything else, so we gotta stick to that, or whatever happened to these current events, that's what you talk about, so we can try to keep these people interested.
Right.
Because we don't think that talking about whatever I want to talk about is going to be interesting. No, I can talk about something that don't have nothing. We can talk about something that don't have nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Yeah. And at times we do.
Yeah. Because we can make it sound interesting.
Yeah.
Some people just can't. They're just not good at it. They're just not good. Some people just, everybody just don't have an it factor, or people are just engaging or intriguing. Some people are just not. But like I said, with anything, it's just, podcasting is just like it's just like music.
True.
Everybody try to go. Everybody want to be a rapper. Some people just, it ain't gonna work for them.
I agree, no doubt, definitely.
It's not gonna work for everybody, and that's what's gonna happen with podcasting. It's just not gonna work for everybody.
Right. It's
just not. A lot of people gonna try, and it's just not gonna happen. The same thing being with music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Even the sports too. Everybody gonna want to go run and play basketball, football, and all that. Everybody ain't gonna make it to the league.
Yeah.
Most people not gonna make it to the league.
Shit, even in podcasting, a lot of your most famous athletes might come to podcasting and it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker that have a million followers on Instagram or Twitter might come to this shit and not work out. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that's athletes. I listen to their podcasts. I'm just like, after this episode, I ain't gonna listen no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I give this shit a try. I ain't gonna do this shit no more. I don't want to hear this shit no more.
Yeah, because as far as talking, they're not captivating.
True.
They were captivating when they were on the basketball court or the football field. They were captivating.
True.
Them. You know what I'm saying? And then them sitting around and just talking, people just don't gravitate towards it like that.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Some people do. Know what I mean? Like Gilbert Arenas is good at it.
Yeah, he is.
Know what I mean? Not
Shady, D-Jack, they good at it too.
Shady and Jake. Yeah, them two will get it because they talk like the cameras ain't even there.
Hell yeah.
So that's the best thing about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Natural.
Yeah. You can tell it's not like, yo, it ain't just all business with us. We just sitting here and we just gonna see it. No, this is my man, and we really didn't talk like.
Right.
You can tell this somebody I know, and we talk like the cameras ain't even on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Cam good at it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. There's a lot of people that is and a lot of people that's not.
Yeah, because Cam got that he got that personality.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean? So yeah, know what I mean? Cam Newton is dope at it because he got that type of personality.
Right.
You know what I mean? So everybody don't have that.
But the crazy thing about it though, motherfuckers that have podcasts say you podcasts ain't paying. See y'all next week Tuesday. But then as you was talking, that's what made me think about it. Like, if it's not paying, but you still like, but motherfuckers still tuning into me, so I'm popular. Like, people still listening to me. So now you might have went through high school or middle school and not been popular. So this is something new to you. That motherfuckers like actually engaged, even if it's only a couple of thousand of motherfuckers. That shit could be new to you. So you like, you talking it's not paying. Yo, we dropping 2 episodes every. If it's not paying, why you still going? That's the shit that be boggling my mind. Like, you're telling me it's not paying, but you showing up every week to something that's not paying. You know what I mean?
Because I think people know the truth is, no, it's money in this. We just got to get to it.
Yeah.
So, but it just sounds like, and this is not us going, because I know when people listen to this, people won't automatically think that we going at Mandy.
No doubt. No. Shout out to Mandy. Much love to her.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't the people that show us love.
Mandy drop game all the time.
Yeah.
I fuck with her.
Yeah. But I want people to think that, because some people just gonna put 2 and 2 together because she got a clip going around talking about, you know what I mean, money podcast. So I didn't want people to think that we were just jumping on her. We ain't got no reason to jump on her. You know what I mean? She one of the few people that showing us love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Since we started. We just got to get. Trust me. It is money. It is, but some people are just stagnant at it, and it's money in this, y'all. It is. Trust me. Everybody would not be trying to do it if it wasn't.
Yeah. Listen, Spotify, Apple wouldn't have the app up. They drop money and they invest money into this shit too. You know how much money it costs to keep to house all these podcasters, to have a fucking server that will house all this shit and you can tune on to whenever, that shit costs a lot of fucking money. Ain't nobody doing no shit like that just for the fun of it. Servers cost a lot of money.
Yeah, so you just gotta find a way to just tap into the revenue stream so you can benefit off of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, when we started separating ourselves from a lot of other people, you know what I mean? We started doing better, and they started lining us up next to podcasts where I had to go look the podcast up because I ain't never heard of it or seen it. And then it's like, okay, this is one of the most popular podcasts in the world, such as podcast, and a lot of them are non-black podcasts. Right. But I didn't even know what they were. Right. Because I was looking because the first time they lined us, Apple Podcast lined us up next to the Dropbox podcast. I didn't even know what they were. Right. That's how I got up on them because I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, I had to ask you that shit. I'm like, who is these dead? I didn't know who they was either.
But then when I started doing my research on them, I was like, okay, they get busy. Yeah. You know what I mean? They doing 800, 900, a million views episode on YouTube. Right. Now once we started doing that, they just lined, all over like Apple Podcasts and YouTube site like that. They just line us up with podcasts that are doing them same type of numbers. Right. So they started lining us up with podcasts that I never heard of, I didn't know nothing about, I wasn't up on. Right. Like I said, now I'm kind of halfway out of it. Know what I'm saying? Now out of like the whole hood mentality, staying in the same circle. I got one foot in and one foot out. Once I started like, okay, what podcast is this they got me next to? They got us next to. I never even heard of this podcast. And find out, okay, they do these numbers. They do 1 million episode. They do 1.5 episode. Right. They do that. Okay, now that we're doing that type of stuff, those type of numbers, they have us next to them. You know what I mean? So that's how I got up on some podcasts. I listened to some podcasts I actually like when they started lining us up next to them. So
yeah, but no, that's how you know like it's money and it is not dead because a podcast could be over here that you've never heard of and have an audience of 2 million, 3 million.
Yeah. You know that says you never heard of.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like how some people be like, yo, man, dudes, niggas don't listen to Eminem. No, you don't listen to Eminem. Right. There's a lot of people in this world who listen to Eminem. Right. You know what I mean? You may not listen to Eminem, or you may not listen to, there's Summer Jam. Who's Doja Cat? She's one of the biggest artists in the world right now. You just don't listen to him. Right. Just like you can run across on social media a person I never heard of, and they got 15 million followers on Instagram. I never heard of them because it's not in my circumference, like not in my circle. Right. But that's why you got to take time to just travel. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, sonically, as far as music, everything, just travel outside of the box, man. Travel outside of the box of the circle that you in. So, and that is a problem with some of, like I'm gonna say, black podcasters.
Yeah, I agree.
Stuck in the same circle. You hang around the same, all you do is hang around each other, hang around the same people, talk about the same things, the same way, and then everybody numbers are gonna say the same. Right. That's all. But what else we want to talk about now? We ended up getting on that for longer than I thought we was going to get on that. What else?
We did. You brought up streaming. I had the streaming numbers up here. I was going to talk about the females, how they was getting busy. Let me see, because you spoke on Doja Cat. I put that joint at. It is right. Here we go. The female streamers, man, we got Doja Cat with 2.17 billion streams. Nicki Minaj, 2.12. Young Miko with 1.12.
See what I'm saying? Say that name again.
Huh?
Say that name again.
Young Miko.
I don't even spell that name. Spell that for me.
Miko.
That's what I'm saying. I never heard of that. You know what I'm saying?
1.12 billion streams.
Right. You got. She getting all them streams, and I personally never heard of her.
Yeah, dog. She get busy.
Just because you don't, because let me say this before you go on.
Go ahead.
Some people think because if it ain't a part of their world that it don't matter and don't count and it ain't nothing going on. Right. No, the whole world is bigger. Like I keep telling y'all, the whole world is bigger than from your house to the damn corner store. And that's how some people are mentally.
Right.
Just like I've never heard of her.
Yeah.
But look how the stream. But look how I mean.
Yeah,
look at the streams.
Yeah.
I've never heard of her.
You know what I'm saying?
So just because I never heard of her, mean everybody else in the world never heard of her.
Right.
It don't count. It don't matter because I don't know.
Right.
That's how some people's mentality is, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So that's why I agree with you. Like sometimes you gotta separate it because everybody wanna run to the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta separate yourself from the pack and just find a whole nother audience because there's a group of people over here that you ain't even tapped into, but you over here where everybody at trying to figure out how can we grow our numbers. My numbers is stagnant. I ain't growing. No, you over here with everybody else.
Yeah, I'm too cool. I feel like I'm cool and I want to be around people who I think are cool.
Right.
In the same circle, the same type of people, which I call, in my mind, I call it the people that are all hang out with each other at the club.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, all y'all be the ones hanging out at the club, buying drinks, but then the whole time, the damn club is owned by a white guy.
Right.
Y'all playing hip-hop music all night long.
Facts.
All y'all in there hanging out, spending money on bottles. Now I'm saying, look at the whole time, the damn club, they come to find out the damn club is owned by a white guy.
Right.
A guy that don't even come from your culture, you ain't got nothing in common with. He just a straight up businessman. You know what I'm saying? But y'all so busy trying to hang out with each other, you ain't realizing you should have been talking to him. He owned the damn club.
Right. Right. Yeah, but you're right. We too cool. I want to be cool.
Yeah, I'm too cool. I only want to be around people that I feel like are like me.
Right. Why would I even talk to Bull? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Bull could squeeze a business and put your ass on. And you could be owning the damn club.
Right. We care about the aesthetics so much that it don't even fucking matter. How it looks is the biggest thing to us.
Yeah.
Shit gotta look right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, style and no substance.
Right. We facts.
We all about style.
Right.
Know what I mean? We care more about the clothes we wear and all that than what the hell we doing.
Right. Yeah, man. You right. Damn. You right about that.
Niggas gotta buy this jewelry. Then you find out that people be mad when they get on there, man. Hit them with the diamond tester. Know what I mean? Diamonds is fake. You don't know because you just, know what I mean? Somebody just got over on you because you did not take the time to listen. Where I'm pretty sure you probably met a bunch of people that tell you you're a jeweler, but you don't care because they not cool to you.
Right.
Now, know what I mean? So you go buy jewelry from somebody else and they done got over on you. Now you ready to kill somebody where you could have probably met somebody that could have schooled you to that. Y'all could be buying jewelry. You could be owning the damn jewelry store.
Right. Damn.
It's just how we think.
Yeah, it is.
Attention over everything. No, we need attention first. Then everything else, let the chips fall where they may.
Right.
I need to be the center of attention. I need to be the cool nigga. I need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, to be too cool, you're going to lose.
Right. Right. That's the internet. The internet fucked motherfuckers up because that's the outlet for me to show all the good days. You know what I'm saying? All when we out here popping bottles, I can show this shit now. You ain't going to show the bad days when you fucked up. You can't, you know what I mean? You only got enough money to get in.
Yeah, but see, the reason why they got the bad days is because you weren't about when you spending all your money in the one good day.
Right.
Now, I mean, I need to have the best outfit on when I go out. But you just spent the money that you needed to live the whole week on clothes for one day.
Right.
Then say you can't wear them clothes no more because you took pictures with them clothes on.
Exactly. Yeah. Motherfuckers in
I don't got money for rent. You spent your rent on an outfit.
Right. Yeah, we live for right now. Motherfuckers live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? The moment only lasts but a second. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Young Miko, 1.12 billion. We got Nicki Nicole, 837 million. 1.12 billion, 837 million. Cardi B, 797 million. Meg, 714 million. Sexy Red, 529 million. Lotto, 526 million. Flo Milli, 489 million. Ice Spice, 444 million. Kazoo, 285 million.
I never heard of her.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill still up there, 277 million. We got Coi Leray, 276 million. Baby Tate, 262 million.
Never heard of her.
Lisa, 197 million. Sweetie, 195 million. Missy Elliott still on the list, 193 million. Glorilla, 176 million. Iggy Azalea, 166 million. And Dej Low, 160 million. Now, I mean, the only reason I pointed that out because...
Is that all time or this year?
That's this year.
Damn.
That's this year. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I pointed it out, Sexy Red falls within 529 million. So to say that the 28,000 copies that she sold was a misstep, that's what I'm saying. We got to readjust what we talking about.
Is Rihanna? Did you say Rihanna?
Rihanna ain't on here. This is just hip hop.
Okay.
Rihanna will be on
right.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Sexy, we can't look at that 28,000 like, yeah, she fumbled the bag. She killing it right now. She 529 million.
So y'all need to find out, okay, if people are streaming that much and millions of people are paying these streaming sites.
Right.
Where is the money going?
Yeah.
Where is the money going if you stream that much? And that's not even counting, that's just streaming. That ain't counting the radio station that's playing all day.
No, it's not, no.
And that's not counting, because music videos still come on TV.
Right.
That's not counting that. This is counting streaming sites.
Yeah, that ain't even counting physical copies. There's people that still buy physical copies. Yeah.
Y'all need to figure that out. You know what I mean? That's the bigger issue. Figure out where all the money going, because there's people paying millions of dollars to these streaming sites that had access to these streaming sites.
Right.
Figure out how you got to figure out how would that break down.
And plus, you figure it should get to the point where, all right, if we don't know what that shit is, don't even release the numbers. Because you could fuck somebody up touring-wise. Sexy Red could be demanding a certain number, and then somebody like, well, you only sold 28,000 copies, so the number that you want, we can't meet that number. We're going to have to go down. But you like, my shit gets streamed 529 million times. So what you mean you're not going to pay me what I demand? Well, you only sold 28,000 copies. That's what I'm saying. We can't just throw numbers out there.
Yeah, that's why that to me, and then who says, and who's the determining factor that say this many streams equals to one physical copy album?
Right.
So this many people listening to it, equates to a person getting up, going to the store and actually buying it, having to go buy it.
Right.
Who determines that number? What actually? So somebody had to determine that number.
Yeah.
Somebody had to actually determine that number. Somebody somewhere determined what that is.
Right. Yeah.
So they need to figure out all that information. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that shit'll fool you.
Hell yeah.
That shit'll fool you. 28,000. Yeah, back in the 90s, 28,000 would be like, oh, you
1,500 streams equals one album sale. So that 1,500 streams. So that means if your album has 20 songs on it, somebody gotta, you know what I mean? People gotta play that 20 songs over before that shit equals one album sale.
And then but who? That's what I'm saying.
If your album got 12 songs on it,
who determines that though? Somebody came up with the 1,500.
right?
Somebody made that choice to say we're going to say 1,500. If that's even the truth, or they just put that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody's making these rules and guidelines. They better find out who it is, man.
That's crazy.
Not I mean, to be getting streamed that many times, and then they got to break down. Well, was it your song? Was it something you was on somebody else's song? Was somebody else on your song? But at the end of the day, somebody's getting paid.
Yeah.
Somebody getting paid and telling you really don't know. You really don't know, but y'all getting paid? Y'all getting paid, but you telling us you really don't know. We don't know how it break down. Well, how you getting paid from it then? Because you wouldn't allow the music on there.
Right.
You wasn't getting nothing from it. You wouldn't allow the music to be on there, right?
Right.
So what you gonna hit us with the? We don't know. Yo, they jipping us too.
So even if you do that shit like that, like so 1,500 streams equals one album. That means her shit just off the streams. You know what I mean? Within that time period was streamed. You know what I mean? What's that? 42 million? Yeah, 42 million times.
No.
That's 42 million, right?
Yeah.
42 million.
42 million.
So 42 million times, we're gonna equate that to 28. If we just assumably say, oh, that was just streams. That's crazy. So you mean my shit got played 42 million times, and y'all gonna say that could possibly be damn near 10 million people. That could be 5 million people, 4 million people. But y'all gonna break it down to 28,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, that shit's fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But that's probably another way to keep you stagnant. Well, you only sold 28,000. Well, I'm like top 10 streamers.
Right.
Well, you only sold 28,000 though. So right. So that seemed like, you know what I mean? That seemed like they try to hit you with the hit you with the technology.
Yeah.
You only sold 28,000. Meanwhile, you done fucking 500 fucking million people. Was that last year or this year? Because this year ain't even over yet.
That was last year.
Oh, okay, that was last year. Yeah, that was last year. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was last year.
Listen, we don't know. Why you the record company and y'all don't know? We just going with the flow. We don't know. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because Megan will probably be higher on this joint now. Like, you know what I mean? Megan will probably be over Cardi B right now if they did it this year. But yeah, this was last year. A lot of Ice Spice might be higher.
Probably.
Because, like, you know what I'm saying? I've been, ever since you said that, I've been pinning Ice Spice been everywhere.
Yeah, because that goddamn going to the Super Bowl and hanging out with Taylor Swift happened this year. So that made her more popular.
Ice Spice would be higher on this.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if she in the top 5 now. Now I mean she in the top 3. After that damn Super Bowl and all that.
Right.
Now I mean hanging out with Taylor Swift and all that.
Hell yeah.
So,
but even falling within this is crazy. That's what I'm saying. But even like you said, like it's a lot of female rappers that we don't even mention because they don't fall within the parameter of what we talk about. Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, the young Miko. A lot of we don't even mention because they don't fall within the they don't rap about the shit that these other rappers rap about. But they still got a lane and they still successful. But shit, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you done with wrap this joint up?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done, man. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. They just figuring out new ways to kind of keep people down and just get over on them. You know what I'm saying? They are 28,000 records, but you getting streamed millions upon millions of times.
Right.
And everybody acting like they don't know how people get paid. Somebody's making that money. Somebody's making the damn money.
Hell yeah.
Because people are paying for them streaming sites.
Right.
People are paying for that shit. You know what I'm saying? People are paying for that shit. So
people paying for that shit. There's certain people that might go in there. You might buy to show support. You might buy a single or something to show support for artists. That money goes to the streaming site too. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about it, how do I know who bought the single? Because they giving you the money. You know what I mean? You could be like, yeah, your shit ain't do that good. These numbers is all calculated by you. A motherfucker could be doing actually better than what you're telling me.
Exactly. Yeah.
I could be doing way better than what you're telling me. You gonna tell me the number that fits whatever you want me to tell you. So yeah, man, we gotta get a hold on that shit. Like, hey, man, I'm just glad the space that we in is kind of, monitored a little better. Podcasters don't go through that. Like, podcasters actually get, your evaluation on what you do is because of, what you show and what you produce. You know what I mean? You can't, so even with Sexy Red technically selling 28,000, units, when you look at physically what she do, you like, that shit don't equate. So she's due more credit than we giving her. You know what I mean? Shout out to her though, man. But yeah, like I said, man, this is another Let's Talk, man. You know what I mean? Where we talk about certain things that we might not talk about in the full episode. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. And we out of here, y'all.
All right, before we go. And then another thing you got to factor in is with a lot of these newer artists, like we talked about before, their audience is young.
True.
They don't have to buy a physical copy anymore.
Right.
Their thing is streaming. You know what I mean? If the demographic of hip hop is what? 13 or something to 20 something, 25 or 26 or whatever that number is. Mm-hmm. If the majority of her fans are people who they listen to the music through their phones, what the hell are they buying a physical copy and play it where? Right. What physical copy? Where?
Right.
Where? I'm 43 and I don't even buy CDs no more.
Right.
I don't even buy them anymore. So you think a 16-year-old is buying a physical copy? No, they're listening to it over and over and over and over again.
Right.
So we can't hold somebody so we can't say in my era, in your area wasn't no such thing as streaming, bro. Like we had to get up and go buy a CD.
True.
We had to.
True.
We had barely any ways. Even if I bought a damn bootleg, I had to go buy a bootleg cassette or a bootleg CD. Even if I owned a bootleg, I still had to go buy a physical copy.
Right.
I still had to buy a physical copy if I wanted a copy of my own. I still had to buy a physical copy in one way or the other, whether it was real, whether it was bootleg.
Right.
I still had to go buy a physical copy. Even if you had the album and let me borrow it. For me to keep it, I had to go get a cassette tape and dub it.
Right.
I still had to go get a physical copy of a cassette tape. So it was no way of getting out. It was no way of getting around having to get a physical copy of something.
Right.
Now that's not how they consume music. That's not how people consume, especially young people. Streaming is what they do.
True.
Streaming is what the majority of them do. So I don't know what he's saying to man, the 28,000. Figure out how that even worked, because we can't even just say she only sold 28,000. Says who? Says somebody who just made them numbers up.
Right.
Stop saying that and then talk about, well, what did she stream? That's what you should be saying. Well, she dropped, and this week it says she got 15 million, 17 million streams this week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Or 20 million streams this week. Y'all might as well just start saying that instead of the 28,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever people saying, this person only sold 16,000 copies.
Right. Copies don't even exist anymore. You're right. So you got to change.
Where the fuck is a copy at now anyway?
You got to change the
so
metric.
So why you calling it copies and copies is damn near dead?
Right. You're right.
And copies is damn near done.
Right.
To the point that stores like Best Buy and stuff like that getting rid of that shit. They ain't even selling that shit no more.
Right. You're right.
So why are we calling them copies anyway? The terminology is even old, man. Stuff moved. That's why. And now I'm saying that's why I don't agree with that. Now, I mean, I know JD been in the music business for like 30 some plus years or whatever like that. But I don't agree with saying that because, bro, you talking about an era you usually saying you worried about copies in an era that they ain't even worried about now, man. That's some dinosaur way of thinking at this point.
Right. Right.
That's old and out the window. Out with the old, in with the new. Got to get with the times. You saying copies for what? For what? Most of the people that listening to it, 6 channels don't even know what a physical copy is when you say physical copy. They have no clue what you're talking about. Are you talking about some of the joints that my dad got in the garage or the basement?
Right. Right.
You talking about them joints? Talking about them joints that I go to my grandma's house? She played records? That what you talking about?
Right.
Is that what a physical copy is? So the average young person probably don't know what a physical copy is. Unless you talking about something they parents or they grandparents got. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, man. So that's it, man.
You right, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all, man. We out of here, y'all. Peace.